What's up everybody, welcome back. Alright, I got some shit fixed on my computer. Actually, ever since I upgraded to what is it, Windows 24H2, it's been kind of, it has been kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't need to show that just yet. It's been crashing sometimes, but it's whatever. It's been a while since I've streamed like consistently and decently. I've been like super busy, and like kind of streaming's taken a backseat because I've been busy with family and work. And yeah, a lot's been going on. Tonight's just gonna be like kind of like a co-work stream, just like chill, lo-fi. I'm going to be playing Bloodstained, and it's a single-player game, I believe. And it's a side-scrolling platformer, and I've been working through that. I'm probably just going to chill and watch some political videos in the background, too. So feel free to comment, talk shit, say whatever you want. It is what it is. Let me see what's up here real quick. Yeah, we're good. Sounds good. We're good to go. Sorry I didn't have that going last time. Yeah, for those of you that are around, welcome back, and shit's good. I've been working through this game, kind of taking a break on TDU, haven't played Need for Speed Unbound in a while. I'll probably play Need for Speed Unbound on Sunday, so yeah, thank you for stopping by, and yeah, feel free to lurk and chill. Let's fix some lights here. Alright, let's get it going. It is what it is. What's up, Prion? How's it going?
He's clearly laid out a vision and agenda that was running against the system, if you will. All right. And the American people have delivered a...
Let's see if we can do some playage here real quick.
So I will eat halal liver on your show for you. I was wrong.
Democrats embraced a deranged conspiracy theory that Trump was a Russian asset, and they've only doubled down. In the process, they've embraced.
Donald Trump ran on strength, security, right? The Secretary of Defense is Pete Hegseth.
You undermining him
Emily,
by saying,
this is a reach.
Only a Fox host. It's just you being disrespectful.
This is putting lipstick on a pig. This is a reach.
I think it's an inspired
Let's see what's up
choice.
here.
The way to solve broken elements of our government is not by bringing people who were part of breaking them in the first place into higher positions.
You should probably turn the volume
There are
up a little
very
bit.
hardcore right-wing pro-Israel hawks. That's the one thing that's shared by all of them. Why are you okay with anybody being occupied? And why are you okay with denying?
That's hell loud.
I got you on
part
tape.
of a solution.
No occupation.
Part of a solution. Yeah, okay.
Donald Trump is going to bring peace, I really believe this, through strength. Why did Vladimir Putin wait till Trump left office to invade Ukraine?
President Trump's overflowing intro includes two major wars, both of which he's pledged to end quickly And easily, there's broad consensus on the right of winding down
This
US
is
aid to
volume at.
Ukraine.
Fuck.
But Israel's escalating war in Gaza and Lebanon will put new illegals.
Alright, let's try this. What's up, Neotrix? Welcome, welcome.
Ramaswamy, Tucker Carlson, and Tulsi Gabbard all joined Trump on the campaign trail with a passionate and hugely popular anti-war message. There's also no doubt that Harris was harmed by her muddled position on Israel.
Alright, we're supposed to end up somewhere. Let me take a look here.
In America's biggest Muslim-majority city, Dearborn, in Michigan. A new wave of MAGA peacemakers were delighted by the decision to sideline Mike Pompeo and Nikki Haley. Speaking before they joined us, this is what Tulsi Gabbard said about the newly minted Secretary of State Marco Rubio.
Oh, wait. What am I doing here?
The neocon warmonger.
What's up, Nerio? What's up, Donguri?
Opposed to the very policies that always stood through that first term in office, and the things that he's talking about wanting to do now, and it would send the wrong message to a lot of folks who are very concerned about the fact that we are on the brink of war with Russia and China and Iran.
Well, Trump's foreign policy team so far includes some eye-catching picks. Pete Hegseth, an Army veteran and a Fox News presenter, is nominated for Secretary of Defense. Mike Huckabee previously said Palestine should be moved from neighboring countries like Egypt as the ambassador to Israel. Elise Stefanik, who famously
Oh shit. Stoned myself. Yo. Fuck yo, mudda. What's Watanaka-san? Watanaka-san.
Peace through the projection of power. Or will both of these leaders, including
What's up, Sheer?
last a lot longer than everybody hoped. In a few minutes, we'll discuss that and more luminaries. The first day national security experts tipped on many.
Hell yeah.
Role in Trump's foreign policy.
Death cry.
Scott, thank you very much for joining me.
Good to be with you, Pierce.
What should we read into Donald Trump's early picks for his cabinet?
That's pretty dope.
What's the message he wants us to receive?
All right. Made it decently far. Let's see where we need to go from here. I beat Bloodless, but I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go. I got the
Trump is in command here. He's been given decisive electoral
Blood Drain.
He's laid out a very clear vision.
Probably I need to go to the blood pool.
A victory, and then his victory speech that night in Florida. He said, "I don't start wars, I end them." He knows the crowd now. This is not like it was.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's go there.
When he was new to Washington, he knows the kind of team he wants to assemble. He's bringing together people who have shown
What's up, V?
Represent different parts.
Don't know if y'all played this game before, but it's pretty chill. Oh, fuck you, dude.
Really stressed that he knows what he's doing, I think, and he's got a clear vision.
What's up, Iris?
He's got a mandate to pursue it, so I think that's the message that we should receive.
People are, reacting in different ways to some of these announcements. Pete Hegseth, who I know from
I
Fox,
wonder if I should move that
broadcaster.
to the top.
He's obviously served his country very courageously in wars in
I guess I
Afghanistan,
could.
Iraq and others. He's won medals for this. But people say, look, the guy's not remotely qualified.
Hold
for
up here. Let me
position
check
as
something real
Secretary of
quick.
Defense. What would you say to people that think that?
Well, I disagree. I think, as you pointed out, he's a decorated combat veteran, a highly educated guy. He's published multiple books, and I'd say, with all respect, being a leading television figure is a very tough job, and he's developed.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever. I like the way that looks.
A clear commitment to a kind of America First agenda. He's got a wide following and admiration in this country, and I think there's sort of different models and different ways of having.
Oh fuck no.
People who can lead a
Where am I
large
going?
department. With people there,
I gotta cut straight across there. Oh fuck, I'm cursed. Yeah, fuck it.
Real commitment to veterans. He has, I think, a clear kind of finger feel for veterans' concerns and what the war means for the American soldier, his or her family. I'd also point out that Senator Roger Wicker just recently said supportive things about Pete Hegseth, and some of the critiques are coming from quarters that I think are validating some of the people, former Vice President Cheney's key advisor was critical. There was a Politico piece that said there was
I dropped here, right?
industry lobbyist who was criticizing him, which says to me, well, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
I already beat the game. I beat Gebel, I think is his name, but I think that's like not the good ending. That's like the fucked up, half-assed ending. So I gotta play a little bit more to figure out how to beat this bitch. Dude, fuck you. Fuck you. Why are you coming up now, dude? Fuck your shit up, dude.
I think understand perhaps things like the Department of Defense better than some of the people who've been running it.
Well, you know, my computer might crash since this update. I don't want to go back to... I don't have to, like, reset everything. My dumbass accidentally had Windows Update on automatic, so I just fucking went... Or I dumbass not pay attention and just fucking click through. Because I was rushing for a boot. To boot my shit.
I think Pete Hegseth has clearly been committed to that. I don't want to speak for him right now like that. But I think that's...
Fuck you, dog.
And I think a lot of
Fuck you too bad.
There's a bizarre presumption on the part of a lot of, like, for instance, these 4-stars or retired civilian officials who were instrumental in the invasion of Iraq, in the long and ultimately failed war in Afghanistan,
Fuck you.
etc. And I'm thinking to myself, on what basis are these people passing judgment? Of course we need change. So, if anything, I hope that represents change. Again, I don't speak for President
I enjoy
Trump, but
Piers
I think
Morgan.
he's clearly laid out a vision and agenda that was running against the system, if you will. And the American people have delivered a decisive electoral mandate. And I think this is important for people in the UK, Europe, and abroad to understand. We already see encouraging signals that allies and others are getting
Yeah.
We see allies stepping up. Taiwan,
I mean,
possibly Germany, and we see some of our adversaries
America has
starting also to get the
spoken.
memo. Qatar making moves, even Iran, according to the New York Times, considering a softer policy towards the United States and Israel. So I think this is a very
that is
promising
très
start,
sexual.
to implement
Do I just jump down?
He has said he will try and resolve the Ukraine-Russia war in 24 hours. How will he do that? I mean, that's not actually possible, is it?
It's sad that the Democratic Party...
It's possible. I hope
I mean,
he does.
you know, when you have a two-party system in America, then you pick and choose...
In 80.
You know,
so, I mean, we've already seen some relatively
what your
positive
platform is
signals
going to be
about the
based
openness of
on.
Negotiations from both
I think Bernie Sanders was right. Like,
as well as moves potentially. It seems
it didn't have to be what's up, this area. It didn't have to be a women's issue, and then in the United Kingdom, the they didn't have to abandon the working class. I think that's what really
So I think it's entirely
that's what really
possible.
fucked the Democrats.
I don't think anybody knows exactly what he
this
has
election
planned. That's
cycle.
part of the negotiating plan, and that's just good.
I think Asmongold said it.
But I think everybody knows
the
at this
best.
point that the war in Ukraine hopefully
It's
will
kind
come
of
to an end
like
as soon as possible.
Finally, Elwood,
the issues that the Democrat
bringing you back
platform
Well, look, Piers, I
revolved around was what's up, Kuniaki.
For myself, and I don't want to be saying something that I
like it was more fringe issues, you know, like there's more people that are concerned about how to pay bills, inflation, and the economy than there are people that were concerned about, like trans rights or women's abortion rights. But even Trump said, like, he's not against abortion, he just wanted to leave it to the states. So it's not a loss of rights, it's more just like a reduction of access. So,
I'd be honored to contribute in whatever way I can.
and I think that was part of the reason why he was able to appeal to more people this election cycle. What's up, CSI? Because he didn't go far right. He was more middle ground on that, even though a lot of his policies are kind of right.
Thanks, Piers.
He's really chilled out a lot, in my opinion, since his first term. He is getting older, and I think that he's learned from his first term. And I look forward to seeing what he can do for the next 4 years. And I know that TikTok is heavily left-leaning, and it's very sad that today's social media, the majority of social media, and legacy media and discourse has kind of favored leftist communication ideals, and
I hope you brought some with you, Giant.
Well, first and foremost,
It
thank you
went
so much
too far
for
left.
referring
Too
to all
far
of us
left.
as your luminaries. That makes me feel really good. And I'm a man of my word, Pierce Morgan.
Where it doesn't
this
allow
is not halal crow, but it's halal liver,
dissent.
So I will eat halal liver.
And there's like this
On your show for you, I was wrong. And
overarching
I'm eating halal liver, and at the very least, I hope you can say, you know,
favoritism
not tonight,
toward
this
women
evening,
where,
but
I mean,
his word, hopefully he's
I had a
consistent in his
debate with
principles.
somebody on
So that's halal
TikTok,
liver. It's not
of
that
all
good.
places,
I
right?
hope your fans are happy, and at the very least, I hope
who was like,
my word, that's
misogyny
halal liver, not crow,
on, like,
but liver.
yeah,
Hopefully
we
I don't
have
choke
Trump for
live on
president. And
air.
I was like,
In response,
all right,
the foreign policy. Listen,
if y'all can
Donald Trump
support
says a lot.
Palestine,
Hang on.
which they are, you know,
I actually just want to ask you one
traditionally
you want me to just
hyper conservative,
No, you can
right? Like
finish
a lot of
your
liberals
liver,
support
but,
Palestine.
I
It's
can't
fine.
think of liver without thinking of a lecture, actually, but we'll keep off that.
You can
just to be
support
clear, you weren't just
views
wrong.
without
I mean,
supporting
every
what those
reason
people
you
do,
gave
right?
for why Kamala was
Or
obviously going
you
to
can
win
support people without
turned out to
supporting their
be
views, right?
non-existent.
And
Women
I think it
didn't
kind of
rush to
triggered
vote
them
for her
because
because of
I was like,
abortion.
look,
There was no great rush
either you're
to
wrong
vote
about
as a
supporting
protest
Palestine, or
generally.
Palestinian supporters are wrong,
Trump
right?
broke records for himself with almost
Or
every
I'm wrong.
demographic
Because, like,
possible.
if you're a
And he
liberal
won everything. The White House,
and
the Senate, the House.
you support Palestine, it's kind of counter to your liberal
He won
philosophies of
everything.
like
How-
women's
how
rights,
did you-
feminism, and
John,
like
I say
agency,
with
right?
great
Because
respect,
as you
but how
know,
did you call this
they tend
so
to be
badly?
conservative,
Why did you
and that doesn't
possibly
align
think-
with their
I kept trying
views,
to tell
right?
you
So it's like,
Kamala Harris is
all
a
right,
terrible candidate, and Trump's going to win. Why were you so
boo-hoo,
wrong?
motherfucker! Like,
So the reason why I was so wrong, I was wrong twice, 2016, 2024. I thought
I'm
it
chill
would
with
swing
whatever.
1.5
Like, it's
points
like
our
I
way
would
when we were
prefer
talking
that
on
there's
your show,
no
if you remember.
war. I would
You asked
prefer that
us,
there's
well,
no
how come
genocide.
there's some reasons how he wins, and
You know,
you
but
said, and
if
just
you
for
can
the sake
support
of,
Palestine,
entertaining
then
it,
you
I
can
said,
see
yeah,
why people
maybe
can
the
vote
men
for
come out
Trump.
for him, men
Right?
of color,
This is a
and
meta
he
argument.
gets
I don't
enough
mean
people in the swing states.
right or
When all said
wrong
and
in
done
terms
here,
of like
as the
beliefs,
data is
right?
being
Like,
collected, as we know, he will get less than 50%.
Israel
He'll lead her
evil,
by
Trump
2
evil. Like,
points.
that's not what I'm
For
saying. I'm talking about the meta.
perspective,
Like,
Biden beat Trump by 4.4 points. It's not an overwhelming
We won the popular vote, Majai. Come on.
you can believe
well, wait, but
in
less than 50%,
the
number
rights
one, he's gonna beat her by
and
maybe
freedoms of
2
some
points.
people
Number
without
two, there's a
believing
fascinating trend
in
around the
their
world.
views, right? Like,
In the past 140 years, this has never happened. Every single
I
nearly
think that's
every
one
single
thing
incumbent
that
party
the
around
left,
world
the
has
left,
lost.
the left
Fascinating,
and
number one.
liberals are very weak
Number
at.
two,
It's
if
like
you look at the polls, it's fascinating.
the kind of
Most
consistency.
people would
Even
blindly
even
present
conservatives. What's
with
up,
Kamala
JJ9?
Harris's policies,
Are kind of weak at
including
that
Trump
shit
voters,
too.
supported it. Most people who had incorrect facts about
If you're wondering what my political leaning is, my political leaning is fucking
went to
independent.
Trump. Most people had correct facts went to Kamala
I
Harris. So I think there's a lot of things that factor here. Number
I care
one,
more
I do
about
think
issues
even if Biden
that
would've run, I think he would've
concern
been
me
worse.
directly and my family. You know,
There's a
like,
fascinating phenomenon right now that's happening in 2024. Nearly every incumbent party.
I
has
am
lost
totally
Trump
cool
votes. Number two, the racism and misogyny I think is
with,
because why Trump attacked her. A lot of people
self-identification and
Listen,
trans
I thought
rights,
enough
but,
people in 2024 would be okay voting for a black
what I
woman.
would like to
was wrong.
see is
Number
children
three,
being left
right-wing
alone in terms
disinformation
of
really
that.
worked on $140 million.
But to be clear,
That's
it
not
was
necessarily
just to be
something I wanna
clear,
see in
Majai,
schools
hang on, just
either.
to be clear, so far you categorize the reasons that people voted for Trump and not.
That's just
your
what I feel.
woman,
But if you feel
Kamala
a certain
Harris,
way and you
was
disagree with me,
racism,
feel free to let me know. I mean,
sexism, right-wing
that's what
disinformation, and because they were
my
basically
channel's
too
about.
stupid.
It's about gaming and
No, I
just
didn't say that.
fucking
The number one
Well, they didn't
factor
believe
is that-
facts, as you put it, so they voted.
no,
They
Being-
voted on the wrong
no.
facts. I mean, I'm not
No,
being
no,
funny,
no.
Majai, but it does seem to me you
Look at the number
are.
one factor.
You
Wait,
are.
wait, can
You
just
are.
add the number
Disagreeing
You don't
to
mind me saying
disagree.
you are sounding quite ludicrously deluded. I've got to be fair to you and say I like you and I respect you, but honestly you are. Let's
What's
bring in
up,
Trey Travis. You
knocker,
can't
knocker,
stop
knocker?
laughing. I mean, Trey,
I said your guy
hang on,
won.
hang
I
on.
admitted
You've had a
it.
good start, and I'll bring you back. Clay, I've really noticed this trend, which is rather than just admit what I was saying for the entire campaign from when Kamala Harris came in, which is she was a terrible candidate
I
who
don't
couldn't
know.
seem to articulate any.
I think that
policy
if the Democrats
for
in a
how to
band,
improve the fortunes
the other
of
thing
the
too
country,
is
and quickly reverted
there's
to the
this
Hillary Clinton failed playbook of surrounding herself with
unfortunate
Beyonce
bias
stars,
in
endorsing
legacy
you
media
calling
and social
Trump a
media,
Nazi
right? Like
originally.
besides like X,
That was never going to work.
where it's easier
And yet
for you.
now
What's up,
that it
Ken
happened
Chan?
exactly the
For
way
you to be
I told
banned,
everyone it happened,
moderated,
now we're
or
hearing from the left that it was
canceled
all just basically
for
not very bright people
being
reading wrong
a
information
misogynist,
fed
right?
by
Like speaking bad about
right-wing
women, but it's
lunatics
totally
who are
okay. What's up,
spreading this
Yokota?
deliberately to contaminate
To
their
speak
brains.
about
and they were racist and
men,
they were sexist, presumably
especially
including
straight straight white men in derogatory and disparaging ways. Like, it's flat out misandry. and as a man, as a male myself too, it's unfortunate.
I'm not really buying
I've come from, dude, I'm old, so I come from a generation where we're
they
like,
got their ass kicked, Piers. You
free
were
speech
right,
was
I
free
was
speech,
right.
you know what I mean?
Trump
Like, you
won
beat
all
free
7
speech,
battlegrounds,
stupid
and
speech with
I
more
actually
speech,
think
with
as we get
reasonable
more and more data,
speech, with reason,
here is
right?
what I have seen.
And
Lots of young men in America,
it's interesting that we
maybe the
move
most
toward like
staggering
more
of all
sensitivity
movements
and
was young men,
like
as you just said, Piers,
being
not
more
only white
mindful
kids, but
of
also black kids,
people's
Hispanic
feelings.
kids,
Like, we
Asian
can't
kids.
broach
I was driving home with my
objectivity
14-year-old,
because we have
from
to
watching
favor
NFL football games on
people's
Sunday,
reaction
and
to
he said, you know, Dad, I'm going to be able
facts
to vote for
or
president the next time we have an
objective
election.
truths.
And I was just gobsmacked, right? The idea that I'm going to have 2
Like, we can't even broach the
adult
subject.
voting young men
But yeah,
in my
like, it's
family
interesting.
that I've raised,
I've been
by
on TikTok. I've been seeing a lot of
I have
videos
seen
where
from them, and this is really
where
important,
like it's completely
what I've
okay
seen from them
for women
is
to talk
they are
negatively
growing
and
up in
badly
an
about
era when
men,
they say, look,
and they don't even
why
get
are we
like
getting
banned
blamed
or
for everything?
moderated or any
Initially,
strikes.
the
But
left wanted
dude,
to
if
say
right
white
now,
men have
if there
ruined
was somebody
White men are the
watching me
worst.
lurking
And
on
then it
TikTok,
expanded. This whole
and
concept
if I
of
was to
toxic
say something
masculinity
disparaging
took
about a
in
woman
black
and then they
men,
report it,
Asian
I
men, Hispanic
guarantee
men.
you
Guess
my
what's
my
happening?
live
Young
my ability to go
boys
live would
turning
be
into men in
taken
this
away.
country have seen
My
all of this
channel would
happening,
probably
and they
be
don't fed up with it. And look, if you want to talk
banned.
as
I would probably be banned from TikTok. I'd probably have my account canceled. And, you know what I mean? Like, because I've seen it with people. And don't get me wrong. What's up, Yaka? What's up, Chica? I would not do something like that.
You look at the Wall Street Journal,
because I do
they
respect women,
lost,
right? I'm just saying as a hypothetical. Like, if I was to do that, and we've seen this before too.
By 2024, Trump, according to the Wall Street Journal, won them by about 14 points. That swing didn't
I think we just need to get rid of
racism and sexism. It
hate.
happened because the
Like,
Democrat Party is
we should not be able to talk
fundamentally
negatively
anti-masculine.
about
They know it,
men
'cause they tried to
or
trot
women
out Tim
equally.
Walz
Like, there
and
shouldn't
all
be
his
like this sort of
conspiracy
favoritism
to appeal to men.
in society or in social media, because they feel like there needs to be some sort of great equalization to make up for past atrocities. And you know, I get that DEI also is something that's along that vein, but
for years and years to come,
DEI is systemic racism, and it specifically targets straight white males and males, or any white people. And DEI is racism, and it is also sexism. It's incentivized sexism and racism for these very reasons, that it prioritizes what's up, Forever? It prioritizes people's immutable traits, like their gender, their sex, or the color of their skin over people's qualifications, right? So,
I do agree with that analysis.
and a lot of liberals and Democrats don't want to fucking admit that, because they don't want to admit that in order to fight historic systemic racism, they have to institute historic racism, but you're punishing people who aren't related to that historical oppression, yet are benefiting from it, but it's not their fault, right? Like, what's up, Forever? How you been, man? It has been a while. I've been having some issues with my computer, but nothing like major. What's been going on? I upgraded my computer, unfortunately, to Windows 24 H2, and it kind of, what's up, Ranko? It kind of crashes sometimes, but I think it should be stable for now, but we'll see how it goes. How you been? How have things been in California, man? What's up, KT? How are you guys dealing with the Trump election? Dude, he murdered, yo. I think he took the electoral college. You were in Vegas last week. Oh, how was that, dude?
People like immigrants.
Prasima. Oh yeah, I think Alex was talking about going out to that with a group of the homies too, right?
That Democrats should present a genuine alternative to Trump.
It was good. Yeah, dope, dude.
Who's actually anti-war? Someone like Bernie Sanders. Democrats embraced the deranged conspiracy.
Oh what? No way, dude. The fucking legend. He was there. No way.
Into voting for Trump and not Hillary.
Yo.
And that dominated, if you remember.
Yeah.
Cars and bros, dude. Cars and bros, dude, for real. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, what new cars did you
And you're right, there has been a focus on
All right.
identity politics.
Spill the tea, bro. What new cars are coming out, and what did you see, man?
Think about it. It'd be a salient if
What new
Democrats
tech are you
had an
excited
actual
about, man?
alternative. If they had pointed out to Trump, for example, that Trump demonizes immigrants while creating millions of
What did you
migrants
see? What did you see?
in office, Trump tried to overthrow the government of Venezuela by imposing
Oh,
sanctions
what?
that
Fuck.
deliberately destroy Venezuela's economy, cause major damage. That then creates migrants, which Trump then turns around
Nothing new,
and
that's cool.
demonizes as scapegoats for America's problems. If Democrats have learned the lessons of 2016,
Everything's
they
the
would
same.
have said,
Oh,
we
it's
shouldn't
cool.
be
It's
going
cool.
around and destroying countries. We should be
Make
focusing
secret
on our
walls
own
visible
problems
to the
and taking
eye.
care
I mean,
of our needs at home. So Democrats,
not much
in many
change year
ways,
to
are
year.
refusing to take on the pro-war neoliberal establishment, helped give rise to Trump and gave Trump an opening to pretend as if he was all the things that Democrats are not.
Fuck
We
it.
saw this in this election. Trump went to Michigan, campaigned with Muslims and Arab Americans. Said
What
he
did
would
y'all
bring
see? What did y'all
the Middle
do,
East.
dude?
Now we're seeing a similar
Fuck, dude. How is Alex, man? I haven't been able to catch his streams, dude. I've been so fucking busy, bro.
People who have no interest of peace in the Middle East and will continue to give unfettered support to Israeli mass murder. So I see a real
I mean, the
tragedy in
closest that we have
Democrats
to
refusing
to
be
SEMA
the
here is the
anti-establishment
Tokyo
party that
Auto
they
Show, and
could
I
be,
missed
and
that this
therefore
year.
ceding that lane to Trump
No, I think it might be coming up in December. I gotta double
while
check,
still
dude.
deepening the swamp that he's claiming he wants to drain.
All right,
What's
Emily
up?
Austin, your response to that.
Risky.
I want to go back to Wajahat's point in the beginning and just address the racism issue. We
Blood
had a black
steel.
president for 2
Okay, it's
terms.
blood
we had
steel.
Barack Hussein Obama.
I had
as the
some
United
fucked
States
up shit here. What was I
president
gonna
as a
do?
black
Was
man.
it Gale
So you
Crawler?
cannot pull the racist card.
Getting
Kamala
streaming like
Harris
2
strongly
weeks.
acted
Yeah,
in
I think a
her
lot of
campaign
us kind of just
was
like
the fact that she was
been
a
chilling.
black
I haven't even
man.
seen
That's all she had
I don't know
going
if
for her. Because if she had some policies
what's his name?
and her celebrity endorsements and was a black female,
God, I'm
she probably
brain
would have
farting
won.
right now.
So we can't put in the racism card anymore.
Jordy
Now,
and
I think
Realist have
Robert
streamed.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He said it best. The Democratic Party. He always said.
Hey, I
think
bet
the Democratic
Alex
Party
is kind of
left
bummed
wing.
about
They
TDU,
went
right?
So unhinged left wing and turned America to such a laughing stock, both domestically and internationally.
Have you been
And now we
playing
need someone
TDU much recently?
On the right to just bring us back to the middle. There's not one.
Realist
reason
stream
I
almost
would
every day.
take
Yeah, I
it.
gotta catch
The
that dude,
border,
I've been
our
hella
faith,
busy.
The economy. DEI is the most racist thing that has been implemented to segregate people by their
Yeah,
gender or
DEI
color or
is
race
systemic
rather than
racism,
judging
dude.
people off of merit
When you start
is
prioritizing
literally the
immutable
definition of
traits over
racism.
meritocracy,
But the problem
yeah.
is, over the last 4 years, we've normalized the insanity.
Yourself and Alex
that now
hasn't
going
played
back to
TDU.
normalcy
Yeah, I
and
think a lot
looking
of
to
people have
Trump's
taken a break.
policies
Hey, is the
has
homie
become
Cube still playing
radical
TDU?
extremism. And I don't think it's that extreme. I think that America's gone extreme, so we need to find the proper balance again. And all of the excuses of why
I've been waiting for it. Hey, what have you guys been besides what is it, New World? What have the homies been playing together, and what is the new game that you guys are excited about?
Why she lost, and I could give you a million reasons why Trump won.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought the
TDU
two
fucking
pivotal
died,
moments
dude.
of the whole race
TDU
were when
seems
Trump
dead,
got
bro.
shot
Like,
and he stood
I don't hear
back up
anybody, like even the
personal
people who usually
risk,
stream it.
not knowing there was another
Like even
shooter out there.
Nocturnal, I was checking out his streams there for a while. He was pretty chill.
Fight.
I don't see him
And
streaming that anymore. Alex stopped
the
streaming it.
Democrats coronated
I stopped streaming it.
Kamala, and
Nothing.
was
Yeah,
it was a
nothing.
deliberate act of almost
Nothing.
treason
But
by Joe Biden.
yeah, I don't know, dude. Like,
But he was so piqued by being driven out.
I think I'll just start doing like podcast style streams soon and content like that. I just am fucking lazy because work's been keeping me busy and my family. What's up, bitch? What the fuck is that? Fuck you, dude.
I think those two things precipitated by that shooting.
Thought about doing like co-work streams where like I just kind of chill like this.
Terrible decision to let her just be anointed.
I was thinking about doing like
I think
music
also
production
here's a lot
co-work
of
streams.
people started to question
because
why are the Democrats
I
so
actually
afraid to
do
come back? He was-
amateur
they
music
attempted
production,
to
but I
kill him
haven't
2
like.
times. They used the justice system against him. They
I have like
criminalized
several
the
projects
justice
that I haven't
system.
finished.
They've tried everything.
What up, Koro Koro?
Every single
What's
thing
up,
that they're
Nyam?
capable of doing
And I thought about doing
stop
like
Trump from getting in office. So
just
now a
commentary
common person
podcasts
who,
and shit
let's
like
say, knows
that.
nothing about politics,
Right now I just have
they don't have to question
Pierce Morgan
why
running in the
are they so
background
afraid
because
of
I've been
this
wanting
man?
to catch
And
up
the
on
answer
news and then
is
just
he
kind of
will
chill playing this
expose
game.
with his Avengers of a team right now.
Plus,
all of the corruption that's been tolerated in
I think
the
this girl's
government
name is
over the
Miriam.
last who knows how long, and he's
She's
been
hot,
shut
dude.
down on it.
I think this originally came out on PlayStation, if I remember correctly, like 5 years ago. I've been really into like side-scrolling platformers, so
just all it did was strengthen him, improve his standing in the polls, and make average Americans go, this is a massive overreach against the former president. And they didn't
How are you
like it.
guys
They
dealing
particularly
with
liked the fact that he was convicted of the crime
election of Trump
shuffling through the
in
paperwork
California
over a
and
potential
the
one-night
sweeping
stand
Republican win?
It was just a
I mean, fuck,
ridiculous
dude.
thing to do. But look, they made their
Republicans
call,
to
and they lost spectacularly.
slight majority of
Stay
the
there. I'm
House,
gonna bring in,
Republicans
just
to
for a quick
majority
chat
of the
about foreign
Senate.
policy aspect of this. The former US
Governorships
ambassador
too,
to the
majority
European
Republican
Union under
flip.
President Trump, Gordon Sondland.
And
welcome to you. You obviously have had a sort of rocky.
it is about time. I hate to say this,
history
dude.
with
Like,
President Trump, in that you
if
worked for him, but then obviously you
if
ended
the
up
Democratic
testifying
platform
against
didn't
him
fuck
over the
like
whole
Bernie Sanders was right, dude.
issue.
If
How are things between you and President Trump?
if the
these days?
Democrats and Kamala didn't turn their fucking backs on
against him. In fact, I had
what's
no
up, the
agenda when I
Admiral?
testified, other
The Admiral,
to some of the other
on the working
witnesses,
class, like,
Vindman and Fiona
dude,
Hill and others,
the majority
who
of
were
America
absolutely
is
there to
fucking
undermine. They relish
poor.
that
The majority of the
testimony.
fucking
I
world
didn't
is
want to be
fucking poor.
anywhere near
Literally,
that
like a
committee.
lot
I
of us
wanted
are
to go
living,
back
you
to
know,
Brussels and do my job.
paycheck to
In fact,
paycheck,
when I
and
was
in
first
many
asked to appear
instances, many families are
voluntarily, I
actually
declined
living credit card
until I
bill to
was given
credit
a
card bill.
subpoena.
That's the reality,
So I
right?
did
Like,
not testify against him. I
I
told
think
the
the
truth.
Democrats would have had a
I
way
told
better
what
turnout if
exactly
they would have
happened, which, if you read through the record,
focused
was very innocuous. It really didn't hurt Trump, and it really didn't help
on moving a
Trump.
little
It
bit
was
more
actually
center,
pretty
and then
neutral
the general
at the end of the day.
population, because
My relationship with him, according to third parties, is still
they just went a
fine.
little bit too far
We
left, and
haven't
I'm
spoken
glad
in a
that I can
while,
feel a
but
little bit
everyone
more
who's been
comfortable
there
in
where
my
name has
views and the
come
kind
up
of person
said,
that I am,
I like Gordon.
in terms
Gordon
of
likes him,
like
so I don't know.
how I am as a person
see,
on
won't we?
stream,
And
and also
Ukraine
being
is
able
going
to
be
express and
crucial
talk, because
early challenge
for a long time there, like, I
Because
felt
he
like I had to
said
walk
this
on
war in
eggshells.
24 hours.
But I think that
I've
it's
always
nice to
been
see
amused
that
how he thinks he could do that without
a lot of
giving,
America agrees with the way that
Vladimir
I see
Putin a
things
win
too.
in terms of keeping
In
the
terms of,
territory
like, common
that he's
sense.
stolen, even
Like,
if Putin was to accept that deal.
I like to be
Can
very
you see any
open
other
and
way
welcoming
that
to
this
people
gets
from all
resolved
walks of life on my
in
stream.
terms of making Russia do a deal that
I'm
doesn't
not
involve
down
them
with
being given
blatant
the Donbass, for
sexism
example?
or like racism.
Well,
You know, but
Pierce,
I'm
the
not
first
against,
thing you
like,
have
you know,
to do
locker
is
room
learn how to
talk and
speak
like joking and shit
Trump
like that. I'm not,
And 24 hours doesn't
you know,
mean
but
literally
I know
24
that,
hours. What
fuck,
it
even on
means is
TikTok
that
here,
I'm gonna
like,
focus on it
if you say the wrong
relentlessly,
thing, it's easy to get your
and
shit
I'm gonna check
canceled
my
and banned,
watch,
right?
not my calendar,
Like,
when I'm
I think it's so
working on this
interesting
issue.
that
And I'm going to get it done in a
legacy
matter of
media and
days,
social
weeks,
media
months,
is
not years
so
or
far
decades,
left,
which is the way Washington
and
tends to work.
misandry is
from a
like
time frame
normalized,
standpoint. I don't
but
think that
misogyny
Trump
is
wants to
demonized,
reward
right? Like,
Putin with
I'm not
anything.
saying
But I
it's
also
okay to
think
like bash
that
women, but like,
our relationship with Russia,
you can get away with
China
saying
in the
negative
future
things
is going to
about
be a very,
men
very
online.
important
Like, men are
consideration
garbage,
in
men
this
are
whole thing.
trash.
So this is
It's men's fault for this and
three-dimensional
that,
chess, just like they used to
and
play
it's
on
completely
Star
fine.
Trek.
But then
And
you
I
go on
think
social
that at
media,
the end of the
TikTok,
day,
Instagram, fucking
giving
Facebook, fuck
Ukraine
Facebook, I
what
don't
they
even use it.
need in terms of weaponry, but
It's
not only
like,
the weaponry itself, not only the hardware.
you
and
say
the
something bad
software,
about a woman,
but
your
the
shit's
ability to
fucking, you're
use it
done,
to its
dude.
full
Like,
capability
everybody's
will be an
fucking
important
spreading your
negotiating
information
tool that
online. People are
Trump
gonna
will
try to
use
dox
to
you,
get Putin to
like,
back
right? Like,
down.
take pictures
And
of your
there will
home,
be
fucking
rewards for
send your
Russia
address out
if they
there,
give back what
call
they
your
took.
work,
Because in
try to
the
get you
long
fucking
term,
strikes on your
having
channel, get you
Russia
banned.
as
And
a
I'm not saying that's
permanent
okay.
enemy where they're
Yeah, far left is
constantly
gone.
attempting incursions into
Somebody said
Europe
it.
is not
I
a
think it
good
was
thing for our
Rob Schneider. They
it's very, very
they
different
went
for
so
China
far
to
left,
make
like,
no bones about
they
the
just fucking
fact
left or something like
they
that. I
want
can't remember,
complete
but
hegemony someday, and they're using
it's
what
just,
I
it's
call
wrong.
gradual
Like,
incrementalism
a lot of that
to
shit
They
politically,
are far more dangerous to us than Russia.
they just went too
Yeah, but
far.
Putin
They
is
just
not
went too
just
fucking
gonna
far
give
left,
this
dude.
territory
Like,
back that he's taken. Because to do that would be to
I'm
admit to his own
okay.
people
Yeah, if you
all
think Trump,
the
hell yeah,
hundreds of
dude.
thousands of Russian
They
troops who've been
like they
killed
think
are
Trump
running
supporters
about
are like
1,500
cultists,
a day,
but
in terms of casualties, dead and wounded.
there are
The
some
Russian
liberals
side of
that participate
If
in
he was
like
to now just
super
give back
culty
what
behavior.
he's
Like,
taken, that would
look,
be
I'm
seen
down
as
with the
an
4B
abject
movement
failure,
that
and
stemmed
he'd
from
get
like
driven
South
out of
Korea and
office
like
all
women's
the while.
rights, fighting misogyny, right?
Well, no, he won't just give it back without cost. It'll cost cost us something. It'll
Hell
cost
yeah,
Europe
Jimmy
something.
Kimmel. Yeah. I saw. He, dude, he was sniffing that girl's ass, dude. Like he objectified women in his jokes. Yeah.
It could be oil
Yeah. I
revenues,
saw that.
it could be a different
Asmon
type
Gold
of alliance
had
with
that in one of his
Russia.
videos.
It could be
and was talking about that.
carte blanche in
Yeah,
terms of
and I
having
saw
Ukraine
that
join
blackface too. I
NATO
saw
at
that
some
shit.
point where the
Yeah.
Russians back down on that issue.
Yeah.
There are all
I
kinds of
saw
cards
that
to
shit.
play, and I don't want to presuppose
Where
any
was
of them,
that?
because
Let's throw
actually
that on there.
President
You're
Trump
right.
has quite a few tools
Asmon
to
Gold.
resolve this. President Biden did nothing but a
Kimmel
cold,
Trump.
despicable.
Let's see if we can pull that up. Yeah, it should be this episode, I think. Let me see.
Funny. Wait, this is real? Yes.
Let's scan through this. I swear to God, I saw it on Asmon Gold.
The Doge.
Even
Department-
Asmon Gold was fucking banned for a bit, and then he made it back.
This is a statement.
I can't remember if it was
from
fucking
the
here.
President. Statement from.
But I swear to God, I know what you're talking about. I
Donald J.
saw that.
I am pleased to
I saw that too, and I was like, bruh, the pot calling the kettle black. Like, yo, you can't on one hand call Trump like a fucking, you know, womanizer and disrespectful towards women when your fucking ass was sniffing women's asses in a skit and totally objectifying the women there. Like, you can't, you see what I'm talking about? Like, this is a hypocrisy of the left right now. Like, at least like Republicans will own their shit, right? Like, it's like, yeah, I'm just joking, dude. It's just locker room talk. Like, fuck you, whatever, right? But yeah, then you get Kimmel. It's like, he's a worse pick. He doesn't even respect women. Blah blah blah. Like, dog, did you forget? Did you forget? But yeah, Asmon Gold, dude. Even he was banned, but he did say some shit about Palestine that was kind of pushing it. So I mean, you know.
Department of Government
But he's back.
Efficiency,
He's back, baby.
Parentheses Doge. So Trump has made
Doge.
plans for the 250th anniversary.
Bro, it was overdue. I do agree.
3 years from now, the United States
I'm an independent. I'm not a hardcore
in our country's history.
you know, I'm not a hardcore like Trumpist.
American independence. What a great country.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like,
But that's why,
look, I don't agree
we should be preparing
with
for
some of his views and his past,
I
but
want to make it the best of all time. Here is my plan to
when
America's founding.
this is what happens when you have a two-party system
incredible anniversary. It truly deserves.
and
On day
you
one,
gotta pick the
I will
lesser of the two
convene a
evils,
White
right?
House
Like,
task force called
a lot of
Salute
people
to
were,
America
what's up,
250.
Beauty Wonder Store?
It will be
A lot of people
responsible
were
for
like, oh my
coordinating
God,
state and local
you
governments
picked
to
cheaper
ensure
gas
not just
prices
one day
over
of
women's rights.
celebration,
Like, all right,
but
let's
an
get this
entire
straight.
year
Like,
of festivities
Trump
across the
is about
nation,
moving
starting on Memorial Day,
abortion's rights back to the
2025
states. So he's not
continuing
about
through July
removing your
4th,
rights, but he did reduce
2026.
your rights. I will concede that, because instead of it being federally protected, you could be fucked if you live in a state that completely like outlaws abortion, right? So it's a reduction of your rights. You could still move somewhere
This is awesome. This sounds
to get that
yeah.
treatment, or you can travel there, I'm sure.
To create the great American
But it's not a removal of
And
rights.
you
It's just a
know that
reduction of
There's going to be
rights.
drama about this, right? Because
the
like,
other
there's gonna
thing
be people
is,
complaining
it's like,
about the
all
money
right,
that's being spent on it. This is going to be the gift that keeps on
liberals,
giving.
if
And
you're
there's
gonna
probably
say
gonna be
that
things
you
that are gonna
voted
happen,
against
they're
your
gonna be
interests,
fucked
or
up.
you support people
gonna be
that are
amazing.
like evil, it's like, well, if you're a Palestinian supporter and you're a liberal,
The Great American State Fair will showcase
Palestinians
the glory
are
of every state in the
traditionally
Union,
conservative and
promote pride
super
in our
conservative,
history, and
right?
put
Where
forth
like
innovative
women are
visions
still
for
considered
America's
second-class
future.
citizens and are almost
I'll go to the
property.
one in Texas.
I'm
Yep,
talking
I
to
will.
you, supporters of Palestine.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying Palestine's
My hope
bad.
is that the
I don't want to get my
amazing
shit
people of
canceled.
Iowa will work
Absolutely.
with my
But-
administration to open
but
up the legendary Iowa
if
State
you're going
Fairgrounds
to
host
shit
the
on people for being a
Great
Trump
American State
supporter,
Fair and welcome
hello,
millions
pot,
and
meat,
millions
kettle,
of visitors from around
liberals,
the world
if you support
to the heartland of
Palestine,
America
and
for a
Palestinians
special
are
one-time
traditionally
festival.
conservative,
Together we will build it and they will come. Third, alongside
you're kind of fucking yourself
the
too,
Great
right?
American
Like,
State Fair, we will host major sporting contests for high school athletes. These are great athletes.
I mean,
wonderful
prove me
athletes
wrong. Every
from
time I've debated
fantastic high
somebody
schools all
about that
around the
on
country.
YouTube or
These
TikTok,
Patriot Games
even
will
Reddit,
allow young Americans.
Unironically,
not
think
everybody's like that.
this
I'm like,
was
I'm
a
not talking
bigger
about the
campaign
exceptions.
thing,
Are
I actually think
Palestinians
this would have played
traditionally
a very
conservative, yes or no?
instrumental role in getting him
And
elected.
what?
I actually
Then they have
think
to
this would
concede
been a
that.
massive
What are their
thing.
views on women?
I'm surprised
Well,
people, yeah, the Patriot Games. Oh my God.
fucking A,
from
guys.
every state
Fucking
to show
A.
off the best of American skills,
Fucking A.
sportsmanship, and competitive
Oh
spirit.
my God. I swear to
Fourth, I will
God.
sign an executive order to bring back our National Garden of
Oh.
American heroes, which we want to build.
Damn, I
very
didn't know I
badly.
can do that. I can just straight
Commission
dive down like
orders for
that.
the first 100 statues to populate this new statuary park honoring the greatest Americans
It's
of
been
all
long
time.
overdue, man. I think
Fifth, as
that
president, I will invite the leaders and citizens of nations around the
Well,
world.
no, people are very positive about this.
I would
mean,
rather
there's been
have a
other
country
instances of this,
that
like,
that
happening,
that is
right? Obviously,
moving
like, the Statue of
toward
Liberty was made by France, and like
the kind of
after,
equalization that it's been
World
going
War I,
that it's
I
going to
think
be
it was
moving
World
toward
War I,
now. What's up,
they
Taka?
had- Who was it that did the water lilies? Oh my God!
And I
Marie
suspect,
Tart, Impressionist
a lot of the
artists.
homies in the community are
Oh fuck! It was not Van
are
Gogh.
more conservative or Trump supporters. We just
I'm actually
nobody really
Indian.
talked about it.
Monet, yes, Monet. Yes.
Where I stand,
And he
like I
had
said,
yeah, like,
is
and he painted like the water lilies and everything like that, and like people still
I'm
look back
kind,
on
you know,
that
I'm
and they think it's
kind of
amazing.
moderate.
Chat knows, yeah, totally forgot.
Yeah, Putin already ready to
Tectone
talk
would
about
know,
ending
I bet
war
he
with
would.
Trump. They had a good relationship.
And the reason why is that
I think that-
at the time, like the prime minister
Look,
was like also like
Trump-
a big
Trump
fan
is-
of art as well. And I think that
Trump
things
is
like
America
that
first.
actually play
Look,
like
that's the other thing
things
too.
like this play like a charisma stat
All
role
right.
in MMOs.
Let
Whereas,
me
like, there's
put
no
this shit on.
tangible
Let me
benefit,
put this shit on
but
pause right here,
in
real
like
quick.
a very passive way.
All right. This is how fucked up left mentality is, right? Like, we even have leftists here in Japan. God bless them. All right. So, I've had conversations with leftists, right? They're like, borders are evil. I'm not saying all of them, but anecdotally, I've had some conversations with some leftists at work and out and about socializing and shit. Borders are evil. We should be able to travel wherever we want, right? So America should open its borders. But then when it comes to like Japan, I'm like, well, what do you think about Japan? Well, that's Japan, and you know they can choose to do things however they want in this country. Are you hearing yourself? Are you hearing yourself? What's up, Santa? Are you hearing yourself? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Well, obviously, more than 50% of Americans agree with Trump's platform of stricter border control and closing the fucking border. So, by proxy, you would assume that, hey, what's up, Takado? What's up, Gucci? America wants to close the border and believes that people should be vetted before they come in. If you can say that it's okay for Japan to vet people, Japan is fucking strict on immigration. Like, you can't even become a citizen here if you're not blood Japanese, right? Like, and you have, I mean, almost every country in the world has, I can't think of any country that has open borders off the top of my head, but if anybody out there knows, feel free to comment. But I think almost every country has some sort of regulation and system of vetting, right? Whether, you know, even if it's loose, right? I can't remember who said it. I think maybe Pierce Morgan said it. He was like, wouldn't you want to know who's coming over to your house? Or was it Ben Shapiro? Wouldn't you want to know who's coming over to your house to have dinner with you before they come over to have dinner? Like, vetting is a good thing. I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, this isn't about like race or anything like that. It's anybody, you know, whether it's Mexico, Canada, Japan, Asia, doesn't matter. Like, it so happens to affect people at the southern border more, right? Like, dog. And I remember seeing a video about how New Yorkers were suffering because illegal immigrants were getting state dispersed food and money because they're considered